Okay, so over here on the first floor, I'm in the back left bedroom. If you're looking at the house from the with your back to the street, looking at the front door, these latches here are broken, and they don't actually have any lever mechanism for when you try to lock them, which means that essentially it becomes a bit of a safety concern since these windows are on the first floor. You know, someone can feasibly open the window from the outside and try to gain entry. Now that window in the back side here has two damaged latches. This side window has one functional latch, but the other one is damaged as well. These are relatively cheap and inexpensive. You can get these replacements usually at like Home Depot or any other hardware store. Based on the fact that it presents a little bit of a safety concern, I'd consider replacing these first floor window latches. Other than that, the outlets in here, the doors, the walls, floors, and ceilings, and the ceiling fan all appear to be in good shape, aside from the window latches. There's a little bit of cosmetic windowsill damage right here, but I don't think that's going to be very much of an issue for anyone here. With that said, coming through into this back right bedroom, there's not really much to complain about. Again, the doors and the ceiling fan and the windows are all in good shape. I took off the access panel here behind the bathtub just to run the bathtub for a good 10-15 minutes, try to really simulate someone living here, or I'm sorry, someone using the shower, so I can look for any sort of potential roof leakage or anything like that. I'll come back and reaffix this after I finish up here in the video. Oops, excuse me. Okay, so anyways, we've got some missing smoke detectors here on the first floor. So again, just like the second floor, we're going to say replace any missing or old smoke detectors. Also, since we have bedrooms on the first floor, consider replacing the or installing carbon monoxide detectors as well. I had the shower and the bathtub running for a good 10-15 minutes or so. The shower surround wall looks intact. We don't have an exhaust fan, which is why we're getting a little bit of moisture damage to some of the finished surfaces up here. This is not that big of a deal. We have an operable window. Technically, according to code, you don't need an exhaust fan. So with that said, you just really want to make sure you keep that door or keep that window open during showering so that you can vent all the moist shower air out. We have GFCIs here in the first floor bathroom and the kitchen counters, which are exactly what we want. Anywhere within 6 feet of a water source, you should have the outlets with the test and reset buttons, so that if anyone were to drop like an electric hair dryer, even though they have their own GFCI plugs, or any other kind of thing like say a hair straightener, it would shut the power off and nobody would get electrocuted. So anyway, with that said, we're missing the little drain stop here. That's pretty minor, not a big deal. One of the things I always try to do is run my moisture meter here along the floor, around the base, the perimeter base of the toilet. And if I pick up any moisture, like I kind of am, it sort of insinuates or implies that we might be getting a little bit of wax ring failure, which is where it leaks out ever so slightly into the subfloor below this finished floor area. So the easy fix for that would be to pull the toilet up here from the bolts, replace the wax ring, which is typically inexpensive. Well, the unit itself, you may pay a little more if you pay a plumber. But you replace the wax ring and secure the toilet back down, and you should stop any potential leakage coming out from the base of the toilet. So in the bathroom, the main thing here is just really the toilet wax ring. And again, that leakage might not be too severe. Replace the smoke detectors and the carbon monoxide, like I had mentioned before. I'll take a look and see if we have the missing interior second floor stairwell door here, just in case any potential buyer wants to replace it. These windows were all in good shape here. I can see this staining here measures dry. There's ever so slight amount of wetness or dampness that I'm measuring here with this one, which is most likely, as we talked about, from the valley flashing with those small holes in it. With that said, it might be a little hard to see, but we got a little bit of condensation buildup going in between the panes of the front big picture window here. It might be a little hard to see. It's mainly a cosmetic condition where the gas, whether it's argon gas or just regular gas, is pumped in between these two panes, and then when the seal goes, usually from too much sunlight, the seal will release any existing gas that's in there and allow regular water or air in. Air contains a lot of water vapor, which is why you start to get this condensation build up here in between the two panes of glass. Again, like I said, mainly cosmetic, but it might, end up getting a little bit worse here in the future. Other than that, coming over here into the kitchen area, The gas oven is grounded. The kitchen counters have the GFCI plugs. Like I had mentioned, anywhere within 6 feet of a water source, you want to have the GFCI outlets, just so no one catches a shock from using any sort of electric appliances near the water. Again, the drain appears to be in good shape. A little bit of old leakage staining here and below the drain, but nothing appears to be active right now. So again, not a very big concern. Coming down here into the side entrance, we got a little bit of door handle damage here, which, you know, any of this cosmetic plaster or drywall can easily be repaired right here. These are pretty minor. Otherwise, the doors appear to be in good shape, and that's about it for the first floor. So replace some of the window latches in the back left bedroom, replace the smoke and the carbon monoxide detector, and consider pulling the toilet up, replacing the wax ring, just due to the observed leakage around the perimeter base of the toilet. Thanks.